Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, let's talk about the document object model and let's see what all the Windows object with the JavaScript. Let's play the intro and move on to the coding part.
Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you.
So let's talk about the DOM elements in this. I'll just create one new file. I'll just make it as js9.js. So once I just click onto this, so I'll just rename to those small letters. So I'll just name it as js9.js. So once it is done, I'll go back to the index.html. So here I'll just comment this particular line. So then I'll just click onto the js9.js file here. So I'll just click onto the go live here. So once I click onto the go live, the particular file will be opening inside the VS Code. I'll just right click and inspect. So I'll just close this 8 one. So I'll just make console. So console.log. So I'll just welcome to my 9th tutorial. Sorry, welcome to my 9th tutorial. So I'll just save this one. So if I come back here, you can see in the console I'm getting welcome to my 9th tutorial. So I'll just open this particular node. So let's see what all the things is related with the JavaScript in the document objects. So if I see the Windows object and DOM element, you can see Windows object, the browser automatically creates a Windows object whenever the particular Chrome opens, like the JavaScript files run. So actually the Windows is not a object of the JavaScript. It is a object of the particular browser. So by accessing the browser, I can access any of the Windows objects inside my JavaScript. So you can see I have written a note like Windows object properties. Like to access the particular property, we need to give the Windows.particular property name, like what all the properties I want to access it. If I right click here, if I just tell here as a window, so you can see if I just tell in window, you can see I'm getting all the properties of the particular element. So if I just press Control and I'll just zoom this is, so you can see I'm getting all the properties of over here, like what all the things, inner height, inner width, length, location, and number of attributes we have here. So the important one, I have a envelope inside my notes. Like you can see the width, height, inner height, outer width. These are all the properties of the Windows object, the most common one. So along with the, you can just access these notes within the description part. So here, if I see the Windows object methods we have. So if I just want to run like, even I can just run like this. So you can see I have a number of attributes inside here. So I'll just close this one. So if I just tell Windows dot, so if I just tell alert, if I just use the alert method, so you can see if I just tell something alert. So if I just right click and enter, you can see I'm getting the alert of the particular. So by accessing a Windows.alert, I can access this particular Windows object. Same way we have a number of document object model properties also. Like we have a document. So it is nothing but a HTML document. If I just enter a document over here, if I just enter a document, you can see I'm getting a document. So you can see if I just open this one, all the HTML thing I'm getting it here. What all the things is related inside my HTML. You can see all the HTML attributes I'm accessing with the document. By using a document, I can access. If I just tell document, if I just choose a dot operator, you can see I'm having a number of things: location, append, applets, body, and number of things we have. So if I just tell document dot particular location, if I just choose a document dot location, you can see it is giving me the particular location name where we are there. You can see document and href and all those things and all those stuffs. So this is all about the stuffs. So we'll see the coding part now, like most of the things with the related with coding. This is what the here. So I'll just clear the console over here. So I'll just clear the console. So if I need to give the like this, so you can see the console is cleared. So actually I got the particular whey protein for the particular gym. So I'll be going for the gym. You can see. So I got this particular whey protein that is 100% whey. So that is from the company from Labrada. So if you are a gym lover, you can try with this particular protein. So once if you have tried, you can just comment in the comment box like how's the taste and whether it is working for you, it is suitable with your body or not. So I'm trying for the first time. So let's me after the getting perfect results, I'll be saying in some other video. Okay. So let's continue with the tutorial part now. So I'll just comment this one. So sorry, if I just tell shift enter. So now see, I want to something like if I just tell let a is equal to, so I'll just activate the particular window object. So once I activate the particular Windows object, what I can say here is I'll just tell console.log. So I want to just see what all the attributes. So you can see I have shown you. So you can see I'm getting all the Windows attributes over here. So this is how I can just. So now I can access with anything. Like I can just tell here Windows.alert. By using this one, I can just make it as Windows.alert. So I can just run this particular Windows.alert function. If I just tell hello Anis here, if I just tell the hello Anis, you can see I'm getting the particular hello Anis inside this particular stats. Okay, so no need of giving Windows. If I just give the alert also, if I just say alert here, so you can see even if I give the alert, the particular thing will get printed. So that it will just give the particular hovering like that. So let's comment this particular line. So you can see Windows is actually a global variable, and it can access all the objects of the particular Windows in the JS console. So like that. So if you just give the normal array also, it will be printed. Suppose if I want to take input from the user, so what I can give, if I want to take input from the user, so what I'll do here is, so here it will be like this. So I'll just tell a is equal to, I want to just tell a prompt. So I want to just use a prompt here. I want to just tell prompt. So I'll just tell welcome to JS, enter your name. If I just tell welcome to JS, will enter your name. You can say I'm getting welcome to JS, enter your name. If I just tell Anis, and if I just enter, so once I enter it, you can see I'm getting the particular thing. It is just returning whatever the value you are typing it inside my console like that. So same thing if I want to print inside my console, even if I can just tell, if I just tell console dot, so you can see the particular whatever the value you are passing it. So it is just printing, and it is coming inside the console.log. It is returning the value. If I just say again, if I just tell something, so you can see the same value will be coming over here. So you can see here, if I just enter again once again, so let's tell Anis here. So you can see the value will be passed, and the particular value will be coming over. It is just stored the particular one. So you can see I'm getting Anis over here. So this is how I can just get an input from the user. Like if I want to take something by using a prompt operator. So if I have one more thing, same thing. If I want to something, like I'll just tell if I just tell a is equal to welcome to JS, so I'll just tell where b is equal to. So I'll just declare it where b is equal to. If I just tell prompt, sorry, if I want to use one more attribute, that is a confirm. So if I just use a confirm, I'll just tell are you sure? So if I just tell if I want to confirm anything, are you sure? So if I just ask like this, you can see the b will be there. So if I just save this one, it will be asking enter your name. If I just tell my name over here, it is asking me are you sure? If I just enter OK, you can see here the Anis is getting printed over here, and along with that, so I'll be returning a particular true or false value related with this one. You can see if I want to print what is the value I have. So here I'll just console the particular b variable. So once I save, so it is, see again it is asking me the name. If I just tell here Rahman, so if I just, it is asking me are you sure? If I just enter OK, so you can see in some time I'll be returning the particular value over here, along with either a true or false value like that. So if I can see here, so I'll just save once again. So once save again, so you can see it is asking me the name. If I just tell something Khan, and if it asking are you sure? If I just click onto the OK, so you can see I'm getting the particular value, and I'm returning the particular true or false value over here. So this is how I can get that. I can just use this prompt and confirm particular things. So either it will be written or it will be won't written. So I'll just comment out all this value here. So I'll just comment now. So now let's see about the Windows document. Now if I just tell let a is equal to, so I'll just tell window dot document. If I just tell window dot document, windows dot document, you can see I have here. So if I just enter like this, so I'll be activating the window document. If I just tell console dot log, if I want to print it a, so normally I'll be printing what all the things is there. If I just save, you can see I'm getting all the document, normal document here. So basically, if I just tell Windows, everything I'll be getting it. If I just tell Windows.document, only I'll be getting a HTML body, whatever the HTML related with this particular file. So I'm getting all the header parts. Along with that, I'm getting all the body part over here. So now let's see about the stuff. Like if I want to see something, like if I just say, so a is equal to, so I want to say like windows dot inner height. I want to see what is the window dot inner height. I want to check what is the inner height of the window. So if I just save like this, so I'll just cut this one. So here I'll just paste like what all the inner height. So you can see I'm getting 485. The particular Windows height is 485. So because it is inside this one. So same way if I give it for one more, if I just give it for Windows inner height, like same way I have the one more attribute to check. So Windows inner width. So you can see I'll be getting a inner width value. If I just see, so I have the width of the Windows so 482. So you can see now it is 377. So if I just come back, if I just scroll a little bit, so even if I see now, if I just enter, it is 480. So it is little, it is changing the Windows width value over here. So I'm returning the what is the width of the particular window. So along with that, I can have something like a screen, like I have a something like I can just tell what is the screen X here. So if I just see what is the screen X will do, screen X and screen X, we can see the screen X will be returning a 0 over here. So the particular screening is 0. So again, if I enter, it is returning a 0. So again, if I just enter a screen Y, I have the one more, that is a screen Y. So screen Y, you can see again, if I just enter here, so I'm returning the particular screen X to Y. So because I am not having anything like that, I am not screening the other stuffs. So it will just tell, it tells how much the width height we have scrolled. Just it like open a Google page, and if I just scroll it over here, so if I just see, so okay, I need to have a scroll button. Like I'm saying, what is that mean in the sense is, so if I'll be having some of the scroll buttons like that. So if I just open a Google here, so if I just right click and inspect, so you can see the stuff. So if I want, if I am not having any scrolling over here, if I just open the same thing inside a particular width bar here. So if I just say here, and if I just make it as a responsive, so here if I see, it is a little bit, the screen is a little bit low. So here if I want, if I have something like scrolling the particular, so if I just tell something like prime number program in Java, so if I see, if I have a scrolling over here, so you can see I'm not having any scrolling over here. So because of this, it will be not giving. So if I just see the what is the screen X of this one, so if I just click onto the console, so if I just tell document, so document dot screen, screen, screen. If I just tell document dot screen X, so if I want to just document dot screen, it is just telling me undefined. So what actually I need to activate in this particular fashion. So same thing, if I just copy the same thing over here, if I just tell same thing, like if I just copy the same thing over here, and if I just right click, so if I just tell enter here, so now I'll just right click, I will just save it here. So you can see, if I just enter, so I'm getting a screen value is 0, because there is no scrolling over here. So if you have anything, something like to scroll, so you can see at that time you will be getting some different value over there. So because there is no scrolling over here, so it is not, it is returning the 0 for the X as well as for Y. So same thing. So we have this one. So next, if I want to see about like what is the location, in which location I am there. So if I just control D, so if I want to check what is the location of this particular stuff, so if I just see what is the location, if I just save, so you can see I'll be returning so the particular location, like you can see I'm getting in the form of the object, like I have the location like the href and all. So same way, if I just tell dot href, if I just tell location dot href, so you can see I'm just getting the particular in which href file I am there, like in this particular IP I have opened the JS file. So it is just telling the particular h reference of the particular style. If I want to say something like, so if I want to just change the particular h reference, so I want to just change the location dot href. If I want to change the location dot href to, so suppose I want to just change it to facebook.com, I'll just tell facebook.com. If I want to just say the location to facebook.com, you can see it is just checking that it is went to the location to the facebook.com here. If I want to just tell FAC facebook.com, actually I need to give something like this, HTTPS, so like this. So if I want to give the same thing inside this one, so I want to give it with the double quotes. If I use the double quotes over here, so you can see it is if I just see, if I just save this one, if I just save this particular file, so if I just again, if I run the particular server here, so you can see it is just taking me to the facebook.com page. You can see it is just taking me to the facebook.com page. So like this we can can render the particular h reference from one place to another place. So same thing, if I want to convert all the things to the string, I can just so for the particular h reference like to convert to the string or not. So same way, one more thing I have. So suppose I want to check, if I want to just tell a dot, so I'll just tell something like location. So if I just tell windows.history over here, if I just tell windows.history function, like I want to check the what is history has been used. If I just save this one, so I can see, if I just open once again, I'll just close this file, I'll just open, so I can see I'm getting all the history here. So you can see I have the history of 2. So I have a history of 2 over here. Suppose I want to go like one back, like I want to go to the one back stuff. So what I need to do here is I will just tell, so a is equal to, I'll just tell history, I'll just tell history dot go. If I just use a function that is a history dot go function, so if I want to go for the one, so if I just save this one, so I can see it is going to, it is just reloading function. If I just enter, so it is just giving me the undefined. Suppose I want to give like this, so I want to just use a history dot go function, I'll just save this one. So you can see if I just tell history.go function, it is just giving me the particular file. Suppose if I have opened something like if I want to open something like so like this, if I just enter, so I am not getting this one, so I will just go back to the one. So you can see history, the length of the history is getting 4. So if I just again go for something other folder which is not there itself, so again I'll just come back to the sorry, if I just come back to the same folder, same IP to back. Now you can see the history is becoming the 6 over here. So if I just tell here history, here only I'll just run history dot, I want to just run the go function here. So history dot go, if I just give the -1 here, if I just tell history dot go -1, so I can see it is going to the one particular history backward, it is going like whichever I have opened the particular history, that is htttt, so which is not present itself. So this is how I can just enter the command. So I'll just come back to again, so if I just come back to this particular folder, so again if I just tell history dot go, so I want to go something like +1. If I just tell history dot 1, so if I just enter, because +1 it is I have not opened, so this is the last file I have opened it. So if I just tell -2 here, let's see what will be happen. If I just tell -2, enter, so you can see it is going to again htttt, so which is not found, like two, like it is going 2 step backward, so whichever the file you have opened it. So this is all about the history stuff. So even you can go from here, even you can run the particular things over here, it will just take to the backward. If I give the negative values, it will be taking me to the backward pages. If I give the positive value, it will be taking me for the forward pages. So this is all about the Windows object. So it is all about the Windows Windows object. Yeah. So now let's see about the document. Let's see about the document. So if I just let's see about the DOM now, document object model. So let's see what all the document object model now. So if I just tell same, if I just tell let a is equal to document, if I just tell let a is equal to document, doc document, so just enter it. So if I just tell a is equal to, now I want to just document, what is the document will get printed. If I just tell a document dot all, so if I just enter console dot log, I want to just print the particular a value, just save it. So you can see I will just remove this one, so I'll just open once again. So you can see I'm getting all the HTML collections. So before just document.all means, document means it will return a HTML page, whatever the index.html page is there. But if I say document.all, so it will just coming all the document. You can see at the 0th position HTML I have, header I have, meta tags, meta tag, title, body, center, h1 script. So this is telling the length of the particular document element, everything I am getting about all the document I have. So about all these index.html file, it is just returning me the values like this. So now what I need to do here is, so now let's see about like what is the document.body will do. So this is about the document.all. If I just tell document.body, so what will document.body will do? So it will just return me the particular body, like what is the body we have inside the index.html file. So only body it is just returning me. So now if I just apply a for each loop for this particular document.body, so you can see I'll just apply a for each particular loop for it. So I'll just use in the form of array. So I'll just tell array. So I can just tell array dot from. So array dot from. So here I want to pass the particular a. So I'll just apply the for each loop for this particular element. So here for each will be taking what? It will be taking a function as an argument. So it will just return the element. So it will just return the particular elements. So inside this particular elements, I'll just enter like this. So here I want to just what I want to do, I'll just copy this one, I'll just paste it here. So I'll just tell I want to print the particular element in the form of an array. So I'll just tell element. So if I just save it, so if I see I am getting a body, so you can see I'm just getting the particular body over here. So just I'm getting a body. So I'll just open once again. So you can see I'm just getting the particular body. So just I'm applying a particular for each loop for the particular element. So if it's what it will do, it won't work, gets error. So I'm not returning anything because it is not returning the particular body in the form of an array now. So I'll just comment out this particular array for each loop here. So it is not returning anything. You can see it is just returning me the particular body itself, whichever it is. It is running the function, but it is not returning any element from the particular body. So now let's see about the particular forms. So if I just tell a is equal to, so if I just tell a is equal to document.forms, if I just tell a is equal to document.forms. So if I just use a particular documents of forms, you can see I am not getting anything because I don't have any forms inside my index.html file over here. So suppose if I have something like, if I just create something like a form, if I want to have a form of a get request or a post request, if I just save this one, so you can see I'm getting a HTML form. Like you can see I'm getting a one form, like is all like I am the particular length is 1. So it is just returning the particular form from the JS. So that's from the HTML file. So this is all like I can just access the particular form over here. So now suppose I have some links. If I just add some icon like links tag here, so I'll just add some anchor tags. So I want to add a 3 anchor tags over here. So I have a 3 anchor tags. I'll just tell 1, and if I just tell 2, and if I just tell 3, so I'll be having a 3 anchor tags. If I come here, you can see having 1, 2, 3. So now I want to return the particular anchor tags from my document here. So what I'll just tell a is equal to, so I'll just tell document dot anchor. If I just tell document dot an, so you can see I need to just tell document dot, sorry, I need to just tell document dot links. I need to tell document dot links. So you can see I'm having a 3 links over here. It is telling me, so we have a 3 links, that is a 0, 1, 2, 3. I have a 3 links over here because you can see 1, 2, and 3. We have a 3 anchor tags inside my index.html file. It is returning the like particular how many anchor tags are there inside here. Suppose I want to return a particular first anchor tag, so even I can just tell hashtag of 0. You can see I'm returning a whatever the first one I have, I'm returning. If I want to access the 3, I need to just tell, so I want to access the second array. So I want to access the second array, that is a 3. So you can see the third anchor tag is getting accessed inside my HTML, inside my console. So this is how I can get all the stuffs from the anchor tags. So this is all about the document array object. So we have n number of things. If I just tell here, so if I just tell document dot, so you can see I have n number of things: active element, all, anchor, append. So you can see a number of things. If I just tell applet HTML, it is returning bg color, nothing. Append is f, and anchors, you can see HTML elements. All means everything it will return, and a number of things. If I just tell URL you've seen, so I have said you about that one. And if I have something like child element count is only 1. If I see about the children, it is returning a HTML. If I a number of things you can see. So this is all about the HTML attribute, like what are related to the document. We'll see in the coming videos, like we'll see a number of the main element, like main document objects in the coming videos. So in this video, that's all for this particular video, and I'll be seeing in my next video. Take care and stay safe.